Hello and welcome to another Wobbly Camera Guy video. I thought it was about time we had a look at another transistor radio from the 1960s. So here we have an absolute thing of beauty for you. It is a Stella radio from around about 1964. As you can see, it's in better days. It's gone from that bottomless pit of a garage that I've got, seem to breed transistor radios. Yes, it's in better days, I have to say that, but it is an interesting one. Simple reason is, as well as having long wave, and medium wave, it has band spread, specifically for picking up Radio Luxembourg. I've had a look, there's no model number, there was a sticky label at the bottom I think which gave you that, that's long since disappeared, but nevertheless I've done some digging around and I think it's a Stella ST427T from around about 1964. There is a data sheet for it, and although it doesn't show you the actual physical radio, the actual circuit board itself is shown and it pretty much matches up. So we'll have a look at that in a minute. So what have we got? We've got, as I said, long wave, medium wave and band spread, the actual select and switch being on the side there. It's got this persuader padding on, which they haven't really made the best of jobs. What's happened, as you can tell over the years, basically it shrunk and you can see all the adhesive and stuff, but I think even when new it probably wasn't the best idea in the world. I think what they was trying to do, and I've got much better one for you here as shown in this Hacker radio, there was a trend for putting like a padded covering of them just to make them a bit more tactile and look a little bit more upmarket. Hacker, they obviously spent the money and did a real good job of it. Stella obviously had a budget, so I decided the best way to do is do some pre-moulded ones and stick them on, which perhaps when they first come out are fine, but obviously it doesn't stand the test of time. So before more ado, without any further ado I should say, I'll open it up and we can have a look. Just to let you know, just in case you don't, Radio Luxembourg was a commercial station that had a bigger enough transmitter that you could pick it up in the UK, and they played lots of pop music in the 1960s. And with the BBC having the monopoly on radio stations, they weren't particularly keen on a commercial station coming onto their territory, but nevertheless it was very popular, so popular that they actually made radios specifically for picking up. So that's what we have. Back of the circuit board, so to get the components you've got to take the circuit board off. But in fact it's relatively easy to do that. The little band selector switch, just pull that little connector off, or the lever I should say, onto two screws and you're there. So they've obviously given it some thought. Just get the second one. They're very long screws. Oh, I'll have to pick the washer out in a second. Oh, and both of them falling, but let's see if we can get them out. There we go, two washers. So circuit board wise, he says, giving it a jiggle. I hope you can see this. Let's see if I can hold this up a little bit better for you. There we go. Bit tangly of wires. Just going to turn that around. Okay. This is the circuit board layout for the ST427T. And if you compare it, and I'm hoping you can see it, you've got the tuning capacitor there, large capacitors, we've got coils there, as you can see, it's pretty much there. Audio transformer, there's the audio transformer. I'm pretty sure that this is what we've got in front of us, even though I say we don't have a sticky label on it. Interestingly enough, this uses a couple of the AF117 germanium transistors, which are notorious for growing internal whiskers and shorting out. But I have to say, this one is actually working pretty good. That's one of the transistors there, that's the other one there. I think they're in the first two stages. And I think the rest of the transistors, it's a 6 transistor radio and uses the Mullard, or in this case Phillips OC series. So I think what we need to do now is put the circuit board back and see how she actually sounds. So let me just do that for you. If I can get this to sit correctly. I say very long chassis screws, but seem to work. No, let's get those up in a minute. Pop him in, if he'll go in. Always a little bit tricky. That's the first one. Okay, so we can get the second one to line up. There we go. Oops. Put the little switch connector back on, and what we'll do, we'll pop a battery on. I've just put a PP3 to PP9 converter on this just to make it easier, to be honest. Very easy to do. That saves you hunting around for weird and wacky batteries, even if you can get them. As I say, you can see the glue's coming off the backs, etc, etc. So she's certainly nothing of glamour, but in her defence, I will say, if I put it onto medium wave, let's see what we've got. Oh, a bit loud.
All time, because this is where you guys.
They've had to make a few. I don't think it will change the way they play. I think they've found a...
He's going.
It's not actually by Madison, Deedy, and then just stabs
Try
forward.
the long wave, I should say. I've got lots of electrical items in my garage making all sorts of electrical noises, so if you can hear the buzzing and the stuff, it's not the radio's fault, it's my fault.
A deferred firm pillow kept at the side of the bed for propping my book or my iPad on. I think we've got the measure of Jill's.
There we go. Let's try the band spread. See if there's actually anything on that. Oh, yeah. Well, something on there. I didn't expect to find anything, but oh, there you go. So there we have it. It does look, to be honest, looks really dirty, but let me just try a little bit of cleaner on it just to see whether, in fact, it is just how it's aged. So I'm just going to just put a little bit on just for the hell of it. Like I say, you're not going to have this in your kitchen or as a prized possession. It is just a bit of interest, and I think that's what we do these videos for, just to have some interest. And a little bit of dirt coming off, but not too much, to be honest. So there we have it, 1964 Stella ST427T 6 transistor radio. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to do a few more vintage transistor radio videos when I can. Let me know what you think. Give me a thumbs up if you liked it, or even sort of subscribe. That'd be absolutely brilliant. But as always, appreciate you watching, and look after yourself, and I'll catch up with you soon.